So let's say I was going to go to maybe not something like a marathon or something, but let's say I was going to go to like a nudist colony. Is there kind of like a vow of silence, or are people taking pictures, or like, oh, Chris Jericho's at the nudist colony? Like how does that work? Is there, like I said, is a little bit of a anonymity to it?
I'm gonna have to put you into a chokehold right here, or my nudist friends wouldn't let me let you get away with it.
Please tell me.
The colony term is the N word for nudists.
Oh wow, okay. So
The
what's the proper nomenclature? Well, first of all, what's the reason for that?
Because it puts them in a particular category. It is a way to say those people. So if you are in a nudist colony, it's like you are like a leper, or you're ostracized from society, or you're one of those people. So we don't say that word. We haven't since like the 70s. It's okay, but yeah, we say nudist resort, nudist event, nudist, blah blah blah. But yeah, that's a no-no word.
So it's a nudist resort.
Yes,
Okay.
or event, or yeah. But you were asking about the picture.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, let's say I show up at one. Like, is it going to be at TMZ the next day, or how does that work?
No, and I'm glad you mentioned this, because I wouldn't come on the Chris Jericho podcast again without having my handy dandy cheat sheet of notes. And on my handy dandy cheat sheet of notes, I do have listed. We didn't get to this yet, but I created a nude stand-up comedy tour, Chris.
Okay,
in
yeah.
Los Angeles. And in doing so, I hobnobbed and schmoozed with a lot of celebrities. And we would have the rule, when you go to a resort, there is a rule about photography and pictures, because people want to be sensitive and compassionate to folks' lifestyles. We don't want somebody to feel that they're going to be exploited or used in some sort of way. So if Chris Jericho came to one of my nude stand-up comedy shows, then there's no pictures, there's no video. You had to be there to see it. So, there was a reason I didn't want the nude people. I didn't want the comedians to be the only nude people there. I didn't want clothed people to come and laugh at the nude people. I wanted it to be more like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. If you're going to come, you're one of us. You're one of us for the night. You are one of us. And because of that, we got great write-ups in Vice Magazine and Playboy, etc., about women who came to the events, who might have, a birth scar or burns or something that they're embarrassed about. And this was the one event where nobody commented on it, because nudists don't care what you look like. We also break down the socioeconomic barriers. You don't know how much money somebody makes, because they're not there in expensive clothes and watches and all this. They could be a janitor, or they could be the owner of a Fortune 500 company. And it's just about being human beings in the moment. So, but I do want to mention the celebrity aspect of it. There were celebrities who dropped in on my shows because they knew that it was protected and nobody was going to see it. Some of the people, and my shows did Cal Arts, we did private theaters, and we did nudist resorts. Out of all the times that I did events, here are some of the people who have swung by. Jack Black's parents, who are both nudists.
Oh, wow.
Woody Harrelson, Alicia Silverstone.
Nudist.
Bill Murray, Jimmy Kimmel Producers, Jeff Goldblum.
Wow.
And I wasn't at the event, but one of the events that I put on, Bieber was at it. Justin Bieber. So these are just a few, and there's lots more out there, but they know that they can come and participate and get involved, because it's not going to be all over TMZ. Now, if they go to a nude beach or some event where somebody tries to tip them off, human beings have human nature, and I can't vouch for everybody out there, but I know that the people that I associate with through organizations like ANR, the American Association for Nude Recreation, or TNS, the Nature Society, or Close Free International, closefree.com. These folks are they do what they say they're going to do. And they're connected to clubs, groups, organizations out there that also back up the ideals and the values that we say.
So what exactly is the nude comedy tour? Everybody in the crowd is nude as well?
For the most part, there were a few times that we would do events that were clothing optional, but I tried to keep that very limited, because I felt like what I said before was I want people to be in on it. But we started it in, so long ago, man, like 2013. I did the first show around Long Beach, and it took off more than its pants. And so it was all over the place. We did the Hollywood Improv twice. We did Cal Arts. We did private theaters and resorts. And the success of it got so big that I ended up being optioned by Showtime to have a TV show. And then it never came through like so many other, you know how many pilots I've shot?
Of course, tell me about it. Yeah, exactly.